Hello students, today I am going to teach English language to class 6 and the topic is subject and predicate. Before I begin with subject and predicate, I hope you remember what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that must have a subject and it must have a verb. Okay, the subject is the noun or a pronoun, who is doing the action, and what is the action over here? The verb, the doing word. Alright, an action always comes under the predicate. So that was the sentence what I have taught you earlier. Now, we will focus on the chapter. What I am going to teach you today is the subject and predicate. Let's talk about subject and predicate. To have a complete sentence, you must have a subject and you must have a predicate. Let's put it down what is subject and predicate are. Alright. The subject of a sentence is the who or the what. Can you see I've written it down? The subject is who or what. Who is doing the action about? Who is doing the action about who? That will come the pronoun or the noun. Okay, who is doing the action? Okay, who is doing the work? Who is doing the verb? Okay, now speaking about the verb, that is the predicate. Okay, speaking about the verb, that is a predicate. Now what is a predicate? Predicate is a verb, that is a doing word, action word. As I told you, what the subject is doing. The verb becomes what the subject is doing. Alright, so it is very simple. Now let us see. I have made some sentences and examples, and for you to understand what is subjects and predicate. Look, understand it very carefully. Okay, I am going to identify these examples and I am going to divide it what is a subject and a predicate. Let us see the first sentence. The monkey ate a banana. Okay, now remember the subject. What is the subject says who or what. Now who is doing the action? Who. So let me underline the monkey. The monkey who becomes the subject. Now, doing what? What is the subject doing? The subject ate a banana. What he is doing? Ate a banana. Okay, so ate a banana becomes your predicate. Alright student, is it clear? Okay, let's go to the next sentence. That is, Buddy chased a mouse. Buddy chased a mouse. Now who is the subject here? Who chased a mouse? Who? Buddy. I'll underline Buddy for you. This is a subject. And what is the doing word over here? Chased. Okay, verb is chase. So I will not leave out a mouse because it's a part of a predicate. So chased a mouse becomes your predicate. So the subject over here is Buddy and the doing word, the action word or the verb is said to be chased a mouse. That is your predicate. Alright students, let us go to the next sentence. That is, Pumpkin was biting Buddy. Now who is Pumpkin? Pumpkin is one of my cats biting the other. Alright, so Pumpkin was biting Buddy. Now who is doing the action? Who is biting? Who is doing the action? First let us see the who. Pumpkin is biting. Name of a cat. So Pumpkin becomes a subject. And what is the action here? What is Pumpkin doing? Was biting. Verb is was biting. So the action is was biting Buddy. I will not leave out Buddy because Buddy becomes a part of a predicate. So was biting becomes a predicate. Pumpkin subject, was biting Buddy becomes your predicate. Okay, let us see the last sentence. That is, he runs. Usually people think this is a short sentence, it's an incomplete sentence. No, it's incorrect. If a sentence have a verb, it is not an incomplete sentence. It is a complete sentence. Okay, why? Because we can see the verb, that is runs. If a verb is there in a sentence, it's a complete sentence. Now let's see who is running, who is doing the action, that is he. Let me underline he, that is my subject. And who, what is the action, what is the verb, what is the doing verb, that is run. Run becomes my predicate. So this is a complete sentence. Subject is he, predicate is run. So I end my lesson here by giving you a clear idea of what is a subject and a predicate. Alright students, I have made a few exercises for you to complete at home. Okay, let us see the first one. Now this, how will you do? You will, if you have your exercise copy, old exercise copy or exercise book, you can divide your exercise book into two columns, write subject and predicate, and below it you write the subject and the predicate. Okay, divide the copy in two columns, heading subject and predicate. Now look at the exercise number 1. Separate the subject and predicate in the following sentences. I will be very slow and clear for you to listen carefully. If you have a difficulties or problem in seeing the video. Okay children, look at the first sentence. Number 1, life means activity, full stop. Number 2, she cooks food in the kitchen, full stop. Number 3, diamond cuts diamond, full stop. Number 4, climbed up the 50 boy, full stop. Sorry, I repeat this sentence. Number 4, climbed up the filthy boy, full stop. Number 5, please give me some money, full stop. Number 6, truth needs no evidence, full stop. Number 7, walking is a good exercise, full stop. Number 8, flying in the air is a great experience, full stop. Number 9, India is the largest democracy of the world, full stop. Number 10, practice make a man perfect. Okay, so this was 10 sentences for you to do it at home. Let's see the next exercise. It is the same thing, you will follow the same instruction. Separate the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. Number 1, my 80-year-old mother can still read without glasses, full stop. Number 2, swimming the park streets was one of the greatest achievements of Mihir Sen, full stop. Number 3, a thing of beauty is a joy forever, full stop. Number 4, the old books in the library are being rebound, full stop. Number 5, an airplane is a flying machine, full stop. Number 6, a piece of land surrounded by water is called an island, full stop. Number 7, washing our clothes is one of the duties of our servant, full stop. Number 8, to go back on his words was not in King Harishchandra's nature, full stop. Number 9, a friend of mine works abroad, full stop. Number 10, it was a cold day, full stop. Alright students, so I end my lesson here. Thank you children, God bless you.